long? Then be prepared for paying a bonus clause if the project finishes early. Number 4. Look for a contractor who's solution-minded. And what I mean by that is look for someone who identifies and solves problems instead of placing blame. Before you hire someone, ask what happens when a job goes wrong. Great contractors will have great answers. Number 5. You don't necessarily want to hire the cheapest or the most expensive contractor. The cheapest contractors are more likely to cut corners, while the most expensive are not necessarily performing the best work. That's why more often than not, the best value comes from contractors who are priced in the middle of the road. If you like these tips, I've got a whole hour of home improvement advice coming your way. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com. When there's work to be done around or in your home, when there's money to be spent, you don't want to go wrong. What you don't know can hurt you. We're people you can trust. All your home improvement needs. Get advice from us. What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Welcome to the weekend. Perfect time to hire it done. Shout out to everyone at Honest John's, having breakfast, talking plumbing, advanced plumbing. That's what they're talking. Not mediocre, not rookie, but advanced plumbing. That's how you know. Anyways, my name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done radio show. 37 markets around the state and out of state. It's the home improvement radio show that teaches you, the homeowner, how to fix, repair, or remodel everything within the four corners of your lot. Brand new cameras in the studio today, so if you guys want to watch us on Facebook Live, we're testing out some super HD stuff. I better put some makeup on, get rid of those wrinkles. Man, different camera angles too, kind of cool. Anyways, what's on your home improvement list? What do you got going on? It's a little chilly, a little nippy. We've had some good weather, a little bit of rain. Is your basement wet? You need carpet cleaning? You need a furnace tune-up? You want a new toilet with a heated seat? Oh, that's the best anyways. You know how that goes. But, this show is the home improvement radio show that teaches you, the homeowner, how to fix, repair, or remodel everything within the four corners of your lot. Now, here's the thing. It's not a do-it-yourself show, so I'm not going to teach you how to stop your washing machine from doing the tango across the floor. I'm not against that, but I'm going to teach you the questions to ask the appliance repairman. The appliance repair person. And we're going to have you get a hassle-free home improvement. That's the best part about this. So I want you to hire contractors. I want you to have hassle-free. I want it to be enjoyable. Not some crazy fight, anxiety-producing renovation project. It's not easy today finding a good contractor. That's been the theme all year long. Adam, where's the contractors? I need a guy. I got a guy. But you're going to have to be patient. You got to be patient. Here's why. Good contractors are far and few between. We're paying the price today for the laziness of yesterday. What do I mean by that? When I was in high school in the late 80s, how I aged myself, we had what they called COVEC, Southeastern Oakland County Vocational. Shop class, heating and cooling, plumbing, electrical. Today, the plumbers are making $150,000, $200,000 a year. The Sharpies are making $300,000, $400,000. A great electrician, $1.50. Think about it. You want to sit in a cubicle slinging mortgages? Or do you want to get out and get your hands dirty and have a job where you're on the road, you're out taking care of homeowners' toilets, putting in recessed lights, putting in a generator, you're working with your hands, showing some actual success on a daily basis? That's what I'm talking about. That's how it goes here at Hire It Done. We need good contractors. We need good people. If you have a child who doesn't want to do college, or he doesn't, get him in the heating and cooling business. Get him with the plumbers. Get him with the electricians. My guy, Ron Alexander from Shelby Mechanical, he's a dream boss. His guys love working for him. They go out of their way every morning. They get excited. They do the dance on their way to Shelby. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Think about that. How many people do you know get excited to go to work in the morning? That's my point. Have you been downtown lately? Did you see how crazy construction is? Finding good contractors? You want plumbing fixtures? So easy. Anyways, we have a great show today, by the way. There's a home show this weekend put on by the HBA. Michael Stoskov's coming in. We've got Humble Design going to be in studio as well. How exciting. I'll be at the home show today. You guys want to go to the Suburban Showplace? Opens at 10 a.m. You want to meet me? I'll be there. We're hired done sharing a booth with the Better Business Bureau, the BBB. Stand back, baby. That's right. So we got a lot going on. And by the way, are you a chili aficionado? Do you like chili? There's a chili cook-off coming up, and I'm the champ, by the way. The defending champ. How you like me now? That's what I'm talking about. So, but listen, we got a lot going on. We got Hard Rock Stoneworks coming in today. Alyssa Fair. I think Randy's coming too. I'm gonna throw up some serious predictions. I'm gonna call it on the new chili recipe that I'm bringing. The new improved $1,000 chili. That's right, $1,000 chili. You have to go to the cook-off to really do it right. If you want a furnace tune-up, by the way, we have a $99 furnace tune-up available for all Hired Done listeners. Just go to hireddone.com, fill out the request for furnace tune-up, and we'll send you the information. I'm going to go a little deeper into fall cleanup. It's not too late also to start a remodeling project this year. We got cold weather coming. We all know. The holidays are coming up. Another holiday, hunting season. And I'm going to give you advice on for anyone who's still on the fence about doing remodeling. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll do the mailbag question on the way back. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hired Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Fall cleanup is a tradition as much as going to the apple orchard, carving pumpkins. But many of the things that we take for granted doing, like raking the leaves, cutting back perennials, cutting the grass short for the winter, might not actually be the best for the environment.
It's time for Going Green with
This is
Hire
our
It
Going
Done,
Green segment.
brought to you by Consumers Energy, business energy efficiency programs.
Raking the leaves. Yeah, that's one of the things you got to do. We all were taught that you have to rake the leaves because if they stay on your lawn, and they stay on it all year long, it causes snow and mold to kill your lawn. Really? Who knows? Well, it's partly true, actually. But you really only have to worry about damaging your lawn when you have a particularly thick bed of leaves covered by snow all winter. So, should you leave the leaves? What do you do? I mean, I remember when I was a teenager, I used to take the leaves. I'd run, drive my car down the street and hit all the leaf piles until I found out that one of the homeowners was going to put rocks underneath it. I didn't want to blow out my Mustang. It was not a good thing. But hey, here's some research from MSU. Mulching your leaves with a lawnmower and leaving the mulch on your lawn is not only safe for your lawn, but it acts as a fertilizer and can help protect the lawn from weeds. How about that? So if your dad says to you or your parents, come on, son, I need you to rake the leaves and put them in a pile. You can say, no. I'm going to take the zero turn and I'm going to go over and back and forth and mulch them up and grind them up. And guess what? According to MSU, this is the way to go. Here's another one. Cleaning up your garden. This is all obviously for the fall cleanup. What about the leaves that fall on top of gardens and flower beds? Is there a problem with that? Well, the truth is it's going through some trouble cleaning up the leaves in the gardens purely for aesthetic reasons. That's right. In this case, you're much better to be, but it's much better to leave the leaves. Leave the leaves. Interesting, huh? The vast majority of garden plants benefit from adding the leaf bed of protection, a little bit of insulation, even if the leaf pile is several feet thick. Now, this is where this doesn't come to me. In the spring, when you have to do spring cleanup and you got to mulch your beds, you got to mulch the mulch. It's always too many inches of mulch in your house. So rake your leaves, clean up your garden. How about cutting back your perennials? Another common piece of gardening advice is that you have to cut back your perennials in the fall. It's another example of the common practice being done mainly for looks. Leaving the leaves of perennials in place can help protect plant roots through the winter and provide mulch for the spring. You see, the university studied this. MSU, agriculture, farming, landscaping, whatever you want to call it. They know. Why do you think they call it Go Green? You think it's because their letters are green? No, it's because they're agriculture. I just made that up. Anyways, we got new cameras in the studio today with the Facebook Live. High definition. I might have to put makeup on. I might have to put powder on my head a little bit. There's some serious shine going on up there. You might want to check it out. Anyways, don't forget there's a home show today and tomorrow. 10 a.m. starts at the Suburban Showplace. Home Builders Association. We got Michael Stoskoff and Humble Design going to be in studio later, which I'm excited about. How about cut your grass for the fall? A lot of folks think that if you have to cut the grass short at the end of the season to reduce the risk of snow mold. It's a myth. Just ask Jared Bomber from Fresh Cut. The best length to cut your grass for the winter is the highest setting on your mower because longer grass is healthier whether it's the summer or the winter. Yeah, not too long. I like it mowed. Keep the grass mowed. Anyways, how about planting your bulbs after the ground freezes? That's a myth they're saying. Another myth is that you should wait until the ground freezes to plant your spring bulbs. It's not true either. Bulbs do better in the ground where they don't dry out as much. Plus, some bulbs will start making roots as early as September. Well, we're in October, so how about that? Late month. If you have any bulbs now, it's time to plant them. They got bulb planters. You just stick it in there. It's easy. Anyways, when it comes to come down to it, going green means fall cleanup is a lot less work than you're trying to make. And you don't have to bag every single leaf. Think about those leaf bags. How many bags of leaf bags are there? They sell 10 packs, 20 packs. You get them everywhere. $1, $3. It's a lot of leaf bags. Here's the worst thing about the leaf bags. I have to pull them down to the end of the street. Like, I got the guy who puts them in the bag and does all that. I heard that done. But he doesn't put it at the end of the street. I have to drag them all the way down to the end of the street or to the end of my driveway. And the bags, like, you get wet or whatever, the whole bottom falls out. It's such a pain in the butt. So I just thought, might be worth it to have that done. So you got going on this weekend? What do you got going on this weekend? Why don't you come to the home show? There's a great home show at the Suburban Showplace. We know it's a fall show. There's a spring show. This is the fall version. Hire It Done has a booth there with the BBB. A lot of Hire It Done contractors are there. And, it's a great place to go to get ideas. It's a great place to go to kick the tires, talk to contractors, pre-interview them, ask them questions about how busy they are. A lot going on. So why wouldn't you, right? That's what I'm saying. Get out of the house. It's a good home show. It's not going to be super busy, crowded. There's some really, really good vendors there. We're going to be talking to Michael Stoskoff and a few other people. And you know how that goes. It's just good information. I recommend everyone go to a home show just because it's good to get out of the house. It's good to ask questions. There's always good new products. There was actually a product I saw at the home show from last night. I was there. And by the way, I'll be there today. The product was this. So here's the thing. If you have insulation in your attic and you understand that insulation, whether it's fiberglass or cellulose, you have to have it fluffy because you got to have it because it slows down the air movement. When it's compressed, it doesn't slow it down. So in your attic, you've got 12, 18 inches of insulation, whatever thickness it is. But you can't put, like if you want to store luggage, you want to store things in your attic, you can't put it over the insulation. Besides that, it's going to be all schmutzy and gross. So they make this call, I think called an attic jack or something, where these jacks go on the joist, the roof joist, ceiling joist, excuse me, and they lift up above the insulation, and then you can put plywood on top of the jacks, and then you can store your stuff. How cool is that? And that does not reduce the R value. So it's super cool. And by the way, if you have a home improvement question this morning, you can text me at 97136. We'd love to help you out. We've got some really great guests coming on later this morning from the Home Builders Association and from Humble Design, which I'm really excited about. And I just, we're on Facebook Live. If you want to see that, we have it going on a few streams. And for sure, we appreciate that because it's a great Saturday morning. We're here about hassle-free home improvement. We're here to help you. Just give good advice. What's the problem? You don't want good advice? Fine. You don't have to take it. We're giving it. It's free. FREE, one of our favorite four-letter words. It's pretty simple. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network.
Kickoff today at noon on 97.1 The Ticket or radio.com.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Good morning. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network. Yeah, we don't need that. So if you got plans today, have fun. If you don't have plans, you got to go to the Home Builder Association Fall Home Improvement Show. And it's at the Suburban Showplace. And in studio right now is Michael Stoskoff from the Michigan Home Builder Association. Good morning, Michael.
Hey, how are you doing?
And we're joined by Lisa Crawford from Humble Design.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing very well. How are you?
Welcome to the show for the first time.
Thank you.
Even though we know we have to talk about a home show, we got plenty of time. Let's talk about Humble Design really quick. Can you just introduce to the Hire It Done audience exactly what Humble Design is and does?
Well, Humble Design is a nonprofit, and we take donated goods from the community. So people donate furniture, household items, goods. And when people transition out of homelessness into a shelter, they're referred to us by our partnering agencies, and we furnish their homes and design it and decorate it.
So that's huge. And I've been following you guys for a while, and it's so nice because when you have a house, it's one thing, and it's grateful. We're all grateful for that. But to have it feel like a home, that's the step that you guys bring in. You make a house a home.
It's the dignity piece, right?
Right. That's
a
so
lot
nice.
of our volunteers will say at the end of helping us put a house together, wow, this looks better than my house. And I think to myself that is the piece of dignity. And why don't more people do this for themselves?
You know what? It's interesting you say that because that's a great question. And so there's enough donations and enough furniture you could do every house too. That's the key. It's unlimited. So many people have so much extra stuff, and a table that's outgrown a room or people outlive it could be a huge benefit to somebody else.
Well, I know personally myself, I like to change up my decorations every season. I like to bring, a little bit of each season into the house. But after a couple years, I want fresh stuff.
Sure.
And there's nothing wrong with the stuff I have, and I feel a little bit bad about buying more. But if I donate it to Humble Design and it goes into someone's home and it makes their home homey, I feel okay about buying something else.
So you guys, that's a really nice way to think of it. You guys you take donations, obviously,
Yes.
and then you repurpose it. Now, do you have like a warehouse where you store everything and then
We
somebody
do.
goes and says, oh, this will work with this, and then you start
We have
matching?
a warehouse in Pontiac. We do 3 homes a week. We have 3 teams of 2 designers each. And after they meet with our participants and they interview them, they come back to the warehouse and shop the warehouse.
Okay, so they kind of like profile it and they say,
Yes.
oh, yeah.
And then
How
they draw
cool.
out plans. It's very cool.
So if a homeowner has daughters or sons or whatever, you guys can
Yep.
navigate through that. So it's humbledesign.org. You guys are located in Pontiac. But here today, and for people who are want to go to the home show, they can see you have a booth there.
We do have a booth there. So we have a lot of stuff at the warehouse. And some of it isn't always ideal for our families, but it's really nice stuff.
Yeah.
So occasionally we will sell some of our excess
Smart.
and use that money to get beds because we are really short on twin box
Mattress.
springs and mattresses right now.
Interesting. So if someone wants to donate to Humble Design, can they just go to the website?
They can, and that would be so much appreciated.
Well, there it is, my friends. Call out for any donations for Humble Design. They're looking for twin bed, box springs, mattresses, all in that way to do it. And it'll be at the home show, which is novihomeshow.com.
That's correct.
Yeah, see, I kind of remember that. So anyways, I have a booth at the home show, too. We're sharing a booth at the Better Business Bureau. And by the way, did you say, Michael, you have tickets?
I have tickets. In fact, I'm looking at the sheet here. 97-1, the ticket. Breaking news, powered by radio.com.
Correct.
Okay, here we go.
What is it?
Between now and 8 o'clock, if you call the guys in the booth over here, you call the show. I've got a 4-pack of tickets. It will be available at will call at the West Ticket booth.
So
Okay,
you're giving away 4 packs of tickets right now.
4 packs of tickets right now.
248-539-9797. Right, that's the number. Give us a call, 248-539-9797. free 4-pack of tickets to the first everybody.
Anybody between
calling,
now and 8 o'clock.
Between now and 8 o'clock, you'll have to pick them up at the will call. We're going to call in. We'll take your name and phone number, so you can do that. 248-538-9797, right? 538-539.
539.
539, yeah. What do I know? 248-539-9797. Give us a call. We're taking 4-pack. We're giving away 4-packs. You'll pick them up at will call. What'd you say, the West Entrance?
West Entrance.
Okay, that's cool. So let's talk about the home show. Think
Sure.
of people, listen, $466 billion a year spent on home improvement. How about that?
That's amazing.
That's some cray numbers. So the question is when you're thinking of remodeling, where do you start? Internet, TV. I love the home show. I recommend everyone go to the home show because it's a good way to idea generate and start to plant the seeds for like, ooh, we got to look at this. We got to look at that. Items like that.
Exactly. And I mean, it does start on the internet. It starts on TV because that's where you see the ideas. But then going to the home show, you get a chance to talk one-on-one with the contractors and the people that could actually make your dream a reality. And so then you take those ideas there, you start getting that warm relationship feel so that they can come back out and they can, come out and actually quote your job when it's time to do that.
And that's important, to be
I
honest
also
with you.
saw walking around last night that a lot of those booths have special deals for people that are at the home show.
Always a great place to save money. As you know, for Hire Done, and maybe you not know, our number one request that we have on our website is roofing.
Wow.
And again, it makes kind of sense if you think about it because Hire Done is not a do-it-yourself. It's like do it for me.
Sure.
Most people don't do their own roofs.
Right.
And it's really anxiety producing when you're like, oh, I got a roof. You got to be able to trust people. There's a lot of Hire Done roofers there, but there's where they're having specials. Show special, fall special. You can save $1,500, $2,000, $3,000. There's a lot to save on a roof, which is always helping. So we suggest you go out to the home show today. And if you're listening, we have 4-packs of tickets to give away between now and 8 o'clock, but you have to call 248-539-9797. And our call screener will take your name and phone number, and then you'll pick them up at the will call at the Suburban Showplace, which is off of
Suburban Showplace. There's
Grand
2
River,
ticket
right?
booths. You want to go to the West ticket booth is where.
Tell them that you got it off Hire It Done. Give them your name. They'll have a list there. We should be all set. Not a problem. So what else? There's like also a stage at the home show.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of seminars that go on during the show. Headlining it is Jill Washburn, WJBK, Fox 2, Jill of all trades. So had a great interview with her the other day. And,
She's pretty smart.
She's pretty smart, and so she'll be out there on stage today, actually 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., and then Sunday, tomorrow at 2 p.m. And so that's a great time to see that because she her bit is about things that you can do around the house, but then as we talked about it as well, there are some things you think you might be able to do, but if you got any trepidation about it at all, a doctor wouldn't most likely operate on themselves, right? It's not the wisest thing to do. And our home's our biggest investment, so why take that risk?
It makes perfect sense. Are you guys at Humble doing any seminars or anything? Or
I did last night at 6 o'clock.
oh, well, tell
How'd it
me a
go?
little bit about it.
It was lovely. I got to share about a young man that I'd met 2.5 weeks ago who was the most articulate 11-year-old that I've ever interviewed.
He was 11 years old.
11.
Wow.
And when we did the reveal, we had FCA was there as their day of service. So corporations can sponsor a day of service, and for $3,000, they can bring 10 employees and do the whole deco day with us.
Oh, wow.
It is a great team building thing. You are sweating by the end of it because it is a lot of hard work.
Oh, it's never easy.
So we showed them the place. It was a 2-bedroom apartment. His bedroom was fairly small, and he shared it with his 8-year-old brother who has sickle cell disease. So he walked into his room and was just laughing and delighted, but he walked over to the desk and he said, hey, Mom, have you seen in the movies where they have a desk like this and they sit down and they do their homework?
Whoa.
And he sat down at the desk.
Yeah.
So then it was the mom's birthday in 2 days. So we had cupcakes for her. We were singing happy birthday. He came out of the bedroom and he said, you know what? I want to stay here forever now. I was wanting to leave, but now I want to stay here forever.
You never know what's in a kid's mind, right?
So I interviewed them afterwards on the couch, and I said, what did you mean by that? And he said, I couldn't wait to get out of the shelter. It was hard. It was really, really hard. But I always pictured our place having furniture. And when my mom said we got an apartment and we moved in here, it was empty. And it made me feel urgent.
Wow. That's interesting how things impact children. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Don't forget, we're giving away 4 packs of tickets, 248-539-9797. You only have till 8 o'clock to call. They'll be at Will Call. Taking a quick break. We'll be right back. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network.
Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How.
And for participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. What a great Saturday morning. Michael Stotzkoff, the CEO of the Home Builders Association. Lisa Crawford from Humble Design in studio. By the way, a shout out to Humble Design and a big thank you for what you do, for everything you guys do. Legitimately
it really
nice.
is our privilege.
Yeah.
And people talk about it being better to give than to receive. And let me tell you, it's true. I feel like it does more for us to do this for people than we actually even do for them.
It goes both ways. I agree. It does. Just to feel good about it is a great, almost selfish in a way. However, to be grateful and remind yourself of the gratefulness that we have, but then being able to help someone else, that's priceless. It really is.
It's my favorite thing I've ever done.
So if anyone wants to donate to Humble Design, it's humbledesign.org. They're in Pontiac. They're looking for twin mattresses, twin bed frames, things like that.
We have a lot of bed frames. A manufacturer, Mantua, gave us a lot of bed frames.
Okay,
but
so you
we
need the extra
box
mattress.
springs and mattresses.
Oh,
would
box
be
springs.
amazing.
Well, there you have it, my friends. Let's pony up and help out. By the way, we have 4 tickets to give away to anyone who wants to call between now and 8 o'clock, 248-539-9797. We'll get your name and phone number, and they'll be available at will call at the west entrance of the Suburban Showplace. Michael, how many years now has the home show been on?
Oh, wow.
Forever.
It started down in Cobo,
Right, so over
way
30.
back in the day. Now the TCF Center, but, way back in the day, it was down at Cobo. And it was a home and garden show, flower show that occurred every year. Moved out to Novi in, I don't know when it was, mid-90s or so,
Right.
with the old
Adele Center.
Dell Center, whatever you want to call it. And then now, of course, at Suburban Collection Showplace on Grand River between Beck and Novi Roads.
They've done a really good job of that place.
They have. Blair Bowman has really developed that
Yeah, the guy
place.
knows his stuff.
Hotel now, and they added the new event center that's on the west end. And it's just beautiful.
The real deal. 248-539-9797. We're giving away tickets to the home show. You'll pick them up at the will call. Just call and give us your name and number. We'll have them waiting for you at the west entrance. I remember, so I don't know, you know this, but
Right.
excuse me, Lisa, I'm a 4th generation contractor. So my family was in the home improvement business. And as a child, my dad had a booth at the Cobo, and then Novi.
that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And as a kid, I remember getting lost in the Cobo. Now, back then, just so you know, this is my memory. Wall to wall people. 100,000 people would go through the home show like crazy. And I remember my dad's booth, it was an island, so it had all 4 sides. And I remember getting lost, and I remember getting picked up in a golf cart by Rosalie. How about that? And this has got to be 80s, early 80s.
Right. So
Maybe.
Rosalie Lamb was, for a long time, for 40 years, was our event show, home
my
show
goodness.
event manager.
Rosalie took care of business, and I was like freaking out. And the security guard was driving. I'm like, and they were calling on the overhead because there's no beepers, there was no cell phones then. Mr. Helfman, come to security, please. And I never forget my dad coming around. He was in the middle of like talking to homeowners, so he forgot that I was even lost, right? And he's like, oh, there you are, and he got really mad at me. What are you doing? I told you to stay by me. And I'm like, Dad, I got into this wave of people. Next thing I know, I'm at the Vitamix booth watching the guy trying to get some tomato soup.
Right.
I was going to say, if you want to get your steps in,
Yes.
come on out to the home show because I walked quite a bit last night.
Well,
just
and
checking
you
everything
walk
out.
quite a bit. In our fall home show is actually our smallest show. This kicks off our show season, so we
Yeah.
do the fall, and then we got January and April coming up. And in the giant show, you can walk 3-4 miles up and down every aisle. This one's probably only 2 miles, but
Yeah.
there's still a lot to see with our exhibitors. And then we've got the feature with the Michigan Manufactured Housing Association. So they've got
beautiful.
6 model homes out there, and
I walked
those are
through
great.
each of them. They are
Yeah,
stunning.
they've done a great job with those.
Really
They-
have.
They,
Oh,
literally have.
And right in the center of all those model homes are a couple of bouncy houses and stuff like
Yeah.
that for kids.
Yeah, that area is our kid play zone. This is the first time that we've had that. It's sponsored by Kids Gotta Play, and has a Batman bounce house or something like that. I can't wait to see it. I haven't
It's
been out there
very
now
cool.
because I theme myself as Batman, right? So
Do they
this
let
is my
adults
alter-
in there?
I think I will. Yeah.
I'm just asking because, I like,
Yeah, Oakland County Moms is actually, staffing that area. So, moms, dads, bring your kids out
There's
as
some
well.
tables in that area too, so
activity center
you can
and
grab
stuff.
a drink and sit there and watch your kids play
that's amazing.
when you get your steps in.
We're giving away tickets. We got 4 packs of tickets to give away. You can pick them up at Will Call. Just give us a call, 248-539-9797.
You have less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We're counting
So
down.
give us a call, friends. Well, the phone lines are lit up. They're lit right up. So, but keep calling. We have enough to give away, right?
You bet.
Okay. Well, you're the boss.
I'm the boss. We will make it. So
Yeah. And by the way, shout out to your team, Elizabeth Weiss.
Yep.
She's the real deal. Like she, to manage all contractors, to manage all those booths, and to like coordinate and with her team and your team. The people. And I don't forget about everyone, but it's not easy.
Well, actually-
I was just gonna say she is the queen of get blip done.
yeah. So
Legitimately, she's the real deal.
this self-monitoring there, that's a good thing. So no, Brian Stars, who took over for Rosalie a couple years
yeah.
ago, and then we brought in Elizabeth last year. They do a tremendous job because managing exhibitors, managing the venue, just taking care of producing that show.
Big
And then,
effort.
As you mentioned, a couple weeks ago on October 1st, we had our our third annual HBA Design Challenge.
That was
That
great.
benefited our professional women in building group, and Humble Design as our partner. So if you want to see about some stuff, whenever you have that sale, boy, you want to make plans to go to Humble Design in their warehouse, because interior designers had to pick 2 items out of the warehouse, and the design vignettes around it. We had 40 vignettes. All of them were beautiful, absolutely stunning. And the great thing about it, terrific thing, raised $26,000 that's going to be split between the PWB Scholarship Fund and Humble Design's mission. So
That's
it was
nice.
great.
Yeah, that was actually. I was not at the event, but the feedback that I got was amazing. It was your second year.
It's third year.
It was the third
Well,
year.
it's our third year, our first time at Royal Oak Farmers Market.
I think
so
there were
we
like
had
350 some people that
Yeah,
showed up.
and
That was big.
so there's enough room for people to walk around, but it felt crowded. We had a 3-piece power trio playing classic
Oh,
rock and stuff.
gosh,
They
it
were
was great
great.
music.
And,
It was.
No, it was a lot of fun food and drink.
It was a party, and there was a lot of interesting stuff to look at, and
It smiles on everybody's faces
everybody
walking
was.
around,
and then everybody got to vote on
Everybody-
which vignette they liked.
Yeah.
that's right. Popular vote. They didn't know who they were voting for, but the student section, we had different colleges and
course.
stuff. MSU swept 1, 2, and 3. Go green, baby.
Just like I'm saying, whatever you want to call it.
We had one of our design teams did a booth.
Yeah.
So next year, all 3 of our design teams are going to do a booth.
Trying to stack the deck, huh?
Well, they were just so hoping to win because
Mm-hmm.
it's all anonymous. And I saw several people taking pictures of their booth, and they didn't win, and they were kind of bummed. But I said, I took pictures of people taking pictures of your booth.
There
So,
you go.
hey.
Well, that's the thing. The other thing is about that is just like a home show. It inspires ideas. It inspires design. And that's.
You get ideas for what you want to do to your house, right? And people were taking pictures for that reason too. And that is a fun thing out at the home show. Getting
Yeah.
ideas.
So, Michael, today's home show starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you don't get a chance to call in for tickets or whatever, but you decide, hey, later on, why don't we go? We have a special $5 after 5. So normally tickets when you come in are $10 for adults, $9 for seniors, kids 12 and under are free. You can get coupons. Go to novihomeshow.com. You can find out where you might be able to get coupons and stuff, get some money off. But again, if you don't call in and you only got 6 minutes left to get that the free 4-pack, but anyways, $5 after 5. You walk
Okay,
up, it's
so
a $5 bill, and
if
you
you're
get to
last
come in the
minute-
show. If you're last minute, but you still got 3 hours to walk around a show, and you want to really spend 2 or 3 hours at
it's
the
a
show.
good 2-hour minimum if you're quick, but there's so much to do there.
Well,
So
you
give
guys
us a
even
call.
have a bar there, so you can have your cocktail and walk around and look at.
Yep, concession
Yeah.
stand is open. Then we're
It's the
open
best.
10 to 5 tomorrow. So
248-539-9797. We have 4 packs of tickets. for anyone who calls between now and the 8 o'clock hour. We'll leave them at will call. We need your name and phone number, and you can pick them up at the west entrance.
And I should say, if you want, we'll call and you can't come out till tomorrow. The tickets will still be there, right? If you don't come and use them today, they'll be there tomorrow. So come tomorrow. So
even better.
Make plans. Now you got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're all set. Well, listen, I'll be there at 10 o'clock. So I'll see you guys there today. Lisa Crawford from humbledesign.org. Thank you for coming in.
It was
Appreciate
my
it.
pleasure.
Michael, always a pleasure to have you.
Always a
my
pleasure.
friend.
Thanks, Adam.
This is Hire It Done. I'm Adam Helfman. 248-539-9797. Free tickets. Give us a call. We'll see you right back. I'm Adam Helfman with Hire It Done. Here with some quick tips that you can use next time you're looking for a contractor. These tips are so crucial, I don't want anyone to hire a contractor before hearing this. Number one. We've been programmed to always get at least 3 bids, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I also want to give you permission to say yes when you find the contractor you want. Remember, it might be a few weeks or more before a good contractor is available to start working, and the sooner you decide, the sooner the project starts moving forward. Number 2. Ask the contractor to write down everything that's included. This forces the contractor to think what else is part of the project and what could potentially come up. Additionally, ask the contractor what is not included. This too will force the contractor to think about items of the project that may not be included. Number 3. Get it in writing for how long the job will take. Just understand that this is a reference, not an exact timeline, because no 2 houses or projects are the same. If you think you need a penalty clause for the job taking too long, then be prepared for paying a bonus clause if the project finishes early. Number 4. Look for a contractor who's solution-minded. And what I mean by that is look for someone who identifies and solves problems instead of placing blame. Before you hire someone, ask what happens when a job goes wrong. Great contractors will have great answers. Number 5. You don't necessarily want to hire the cheapest or the most expensive contractor. The cheapest contractors are more likely to cut corners, while the most expensive are not necessarily performing the best work. That's why more often than not, the best value comes from contractors who are priced in the middle of the road. If you like these tips, I've got a whole hour of home improvement advice coming your way. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com. When there's work to be done around or in your home. When there's money to be spent, you don't want to go wrong. What you don't know can hurt you. We're people you can trust. Oh, get advice from us. What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
It's the weekend. Perfect time to hire it done. Good morning, everyone. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network. This is the home improvement radio show that teaches you, the homeowner, how to fix, repair, or remodel everything within the 4 corners of your lot. It's not a do-it-yourself show. However, I'm not anti-do-it-yourself. I'm just pro-do-it-for-me. You see, from the neck down, I'm worth minimum wage. That's the deal, legitimately. From the chin up, hey, that's how I make my living. And I want to share that generations of knowledge with you so that we can have a hassle-free home improvement. That's the deal. You want to hire a contractor? You need flooring done? You want a kitchen? You want granite, quartz? What do you need? Well, what you do need is a good contractor. What you do need is a hassle-free home improvement. That's what we're here for, to help you get the best advice, to help you get on the right track for a good contractor. That's how we are here at Hire It Done. We want you to enjoy yourself. And again, finding a good contractor is impossible today. It is like the biggest hair puller ever. And by the way, that's why I don't have hair. Because I can't find a good contractor. I pull my hair out. I'm kidding. It's just me being funny. Anyways, we have a really good show lined up this next hour. I got Alyssa Fair and Randy France from Hard Rock Stoneworks in studio coming up. We're going to be talking about the chili cook-off that's coming up. And by the way, I'm the defending champ. So I'm going to be bringing it. I'm going to be talking smack this at 8:30. And at the same time, we're going to talk trends in granite, quartz, marble. What's colors? What is there a trend? Is there things changing? Is gray still the popular? Is it white shaker that everyone still wants? Is there a transition? Is oak coming back? I don't know. You're going to have to keep it locked in to know. But, of course, it's 8 o'clock. 8:08, actually. 8:08. And that means I've got 8 tips for you at 8:08. That's kind of funny. Let's go through these tips, though. Okay, first thing I want you to do for this is lower the humidity, or because we have lower humidity right now, and it's cooler, not yet cold temperatures, it makes fall the perfect time to paint the exterior of your home. So, yeah, we're running against time. Yeah, it gets cold at night, but if you want to paint the outside of your home, you're at the end of the season. You got to get it done now. but you can still get it done. Speaking of paint, many homeowners don't realize that sub-zero temperatures will ruin both latex, paint, and caulk. Keyword sub-zero, right? So don't leave any extra paint cans or caulk tubes in the garage over the winter. If you have extra paint, leave them in a controlled environment. Obviously, be smart about it. But again, if you're worried about the paint color of your house and you said, yeah, for future I need to paint it, here's what I'm going to tell you. Take a picture of the paint can. Whether it's Sherwin-Williams, PPG, Behr, whatever it is. Take a picture of the paint can and then email the picture to yourself. Here's why. In 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 10 years, you're repainting something. You're like, yeah, I want to use the paint I had. What color was it when the painter says, yeah, I don't remember. Here's the paint can. Oh, I threw them out. Wait a minute. I emailed myself a picture of the paint can, and you can put in the subject line, paint colors garage, paint colors house in the year 2019. So then when you search your Gmail, you search your AOL, whatever it is, Yahoo, email is forever. Just ask Hillary. 33,000 of them are still around. Anyways, here's my point. Email yourself the picture. It's pretty simple. Now, let's prevent exterior water pipes from bursting when the weather gets below freezing. Do this now. Turn the valves off on the exterior hose bibs. Or get a frost-free bib. Call our friends at Shelby Mechanical. They'll come out and replace those exterior hose bibs and put frost-free ones on so they won't blow up. You won't have water because when they break, you know what happens? The water comes shooting back into your basement wall. That's the worst part. Okay? And then when you get those on, run the water till the pipes are empty. And of course, unhook your hose. When you hook your hose up, it's frozen. It freezes and it ruins everything. Trust me when I tell you. Now, if you have water pipes that run against an exterior wall, put black pipe or black insulation over the pipe. Put insulation on it. It'll also prevent freezing. It'll save you energy, and it's pretty good. And here's another one. Pests love attics, right? They're full of nice warm insulation. They like to nest. It offers easy access to the rest of the house. And gable vents are the way they get in a lot of times. It's a good idea to install a screen behind them to keep the critters out. Now, gable vents are good for what I would call visual, looking nice. They don't serve any purpose if you have a roof that has soffit vents and ridge vents, because the gable vents will impede on that airflow, and you don't want that. That's for sure. So remember, you got to watch out for that. Most people don't really think about their hot water till it stops, right? So hot water tanks. One way to ensure they continues to do a job for a long time is to drain some of the water every year. It eliminates the sediment that can build up on the bottom of the tank, cause heating elements to fail. Corrosion, things like that. Yeah, your water heater, you don't know. It blows out, the bottom blows out, and you're like, hey, there's a big problem. 40, 50 gallons just splashed all over the ground. You don't want that. But, again, that's what you got to do. So, that's what we're going to be talking about. Let me ask you a question. How late is too late to start a remodeling project? You ever think of that? Is it ever too late? Well, I'm going to break it down for you coming up next. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. It's really a cool weekend. It's the fall. Cider, donuts, home shows. Don't forget the Home Builder Association at the Suburban Showplace has the Fall Home Improvement Show. Hire It Done will be there. We have a booth with the Better Business Bureau we're sharing. And it's going to be fun. If you're thinking of remodeling, it's a great place to get ideas. In fact, this segment is called How Late is Too Late? Can you start a project this late in the season? Of course you can. It's never too late. But let's get through how and why and the factors necessary. That's right, necessary, my friends, in order to do this. One of the most common questions I always get is, hey, Adam, is it too late to start my project? Well, a roofing project, painting project, a deck, an addition, basements? My answer is that it's never too late to start a project, of course. But it might be too late to get the project finished by the time you want. Oh, I'm having people over for Thanksgiving. I need my kitchen done. Really, dude? Good luck with that. Although, you pay enough, you might get it done. So, right now it's a big time for home improvement because everyone has projects they want to get done before the holidays. That's the key word, holidays. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Homeowners typically spend all summer worrying about their home's exterior. And then soon as fall comes around, we realize, I got family coming over. I have to get the best guest bathroom finished. Or I have to paint the living room, whatever the case may be. Or perhaps I'm finishing a bathroom in a basement. Well, I recently talked to one of our professionals who do remodeling every day. I went to Steve Iverson. He's the owner of Finished Basements Plus, one of our Hire It Done contractors. And he is doing basement finishing. And finishing a basement also encompasses every mechanical system in your home. You know that? It often includes a bathroom. There's drywall, lighting, many unique features, flooring. And a finished basement's a perfect project to look into and understand what the timeline for completing a renovation is really like. Think about that. It might put a damper on your holiday plans, but there's no such thing as a one-day remodel. That only happens on HGTV. Yeah, we do roofs in a day, but think about it. Can you really do a makeover in a house in one day? I'm sorry, but that ain't happening, okay? Reality TV's ruined the home improvement business. So is Google, believe it or not. We'll talk about that at another time. But one of the first things Steve from Finished Basements Plus told me is that after you schedule your initial consultation with his company, his team is about 4 to 6 weeks out on sending a plan and a proposal. Think about that. 4 to 6 weeks. You might say, whoa, how can it take a month to generate a quote? What's up with that? Well, you have to understand that a professional renovation contractor isn't just sending you a quote. This is the truth, my friends, and this is where this is important. Companies like Finished Basements Plus have an entire team of designers. They create layouts and floor plans and renders. That takes 40 hours. The planning and design process is important because it lets you, the homeowner, visualize what you're getting. It allows you to give your feedback on the design. So think about this. The first meeting with the company is where they get the ideas written down. And that's where you, the homeowner, have to be honest and tell them everything. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, the most important thing in a renovation project is that you, the homeowner, the customer, is getting what you want. Now, let's say you've signed a proposal. Now what? Well, any good renovation contractor has a backlog of projects, obviously. They're not like, we can start tomorrow. But does that consider a delay? No, because a good contractor is going to tell you every day throughout the process that you're working with them how their schedule is. Okay? But there's permits they have to apply for. Most cities are taking 14 days on permits. And you have selections for materials, fixtures. And the reason when you want to work, and here's a key. The reason you want to work with an experienced contractor, with someone like Finished Basements Plus or any of our contractors, is because they're going the extra mile to make sure you, the homeowner, who have some concerns, are being addressed up front and your needs are being met. Think about this. According to Steve Iverson, right now you'd be looking about 8 to 10 weeks to actually begin construction on your project. So think about it. Today's October, beginning of October. It's after Thanksgiving they're going to start. And you know what? It's okay. Think about it. Everyone wants answers now, wants everything done now, but you can't get that done properly with the best quality quicker than that. So now that you've started on construction 8 to 10 weeks from now, how long is the project till it's finished? Well, according to Finished Basis Plus, and this is an interview I had with him, and he was giving me this information. And by the way, I really enjoy this because this is real information up front. This is information that, there's no sugarcoating. A lot of, we have a topic called the biggest lies in home improvement. Oh, the job will take 7 days. That's a lie. And we'll talk more about that in other episodes. But once the job's going on, it takes about 8 to 12 weeks to get it done, depending on the scope of work and how big it is, obviously. But remember, with this type of project, a full basement remodel, you're dealing with every mechanical system in the house, the electrical, the plumbing, the heating. So that's important. And there's multiple subcontractors. There's framing. There's drywall. There's insulation. And you have different suppliers delivering different materials. There's moving parts everywhere, right? So when you're looking at a time frame on completion, it's an estimate, never an exact science. But when you're dealing with a company that communicates, and this is the key, even if it takes an extra week or it's quicker than the week, the contractor who communicates with you on a regular basis, that's the real success of contracting and home improvement and satisfaction with homeowners. It's communication. So the real answer to the question is, how late is too late? It's never too early. Let me say that. How's that for one? If you're planning and thinking of doing a renovation this year or next, now's the time to start planning. Go to the home show today. Finished Basis Plus has a booth there. Hire It Done has a booth there. You're going to run into a ton of contractors that have booths there. Rapid Dry, Rapid Roofing, Ever Dry. There's a ton of us there. Make sure they're part of Hire It Done. That's the extra advantage you have. And that's the way it is. Because we want you to have, at the end of the day, what I call hassle-free home improvement. In order to get that, you got to set the project up properly. You got to communicate with your contractor. You got to have everything in the project put down in writing. And then guess what? After they put everything in writing to you, hand them back the proposal and say, Mr. Contractor, can you please put everything not included in writing? It may sound simple. It may sound tricky. It may sound however you want it to sound. But what it doesn't sound like is a lawsuit. What it doesn't sound like is the ching of the lawyer fees coming in when you didn't have it in writing. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing you a favor. I'm sharing this priceless knowledge so that you, the homeowner, can understand that this is helping you get the best project for your house. That's really how we want it to be here. And that's the key. So never too late. The key is it's never too early. And that's important for everyone to understand. So that's why when you go to hireitdone.com and you request a basement, you request a plumber, you request a handyman, you request a roofer, whatever it is, we try and match you with the best contractors. But listen, it's so difficult today to find good contractors. What do we do? How are you going to do it? It's not easy. So best of luck to you. But here's the other part. Go to hireitdone.com and there's a whole resource page. Questions to ask. Our blog. Trends in home improvement. There's everything you need there for making great advice. But I'm going to recommend today you start at the home show. Go to the Novi Home Show. It's at the Suburban Showplace. All right, coming up next, Alyssa Fair and Randy Fratz. Hard Rock Stoneworks. We have a chili cook-off. I'm going to throw a little shade on that because I am the champ. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network.
Open Saturday 10 to 3. See dealer for details at parkwaycpj.com 24/7.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
97.1 The Ticket. What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Good morning. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. 97.1 The Ticket, Hire It Done Radio Network. So Hire It Done's not all about home improvement. Sometimes we sponsor events. We partner with our vendors and our friends, and we want, to have fun while you home improvement doesn't have to always be so stiff, just have to be so craziness. So we like to have fun at Hire It Done. And as everyone knows, I'm that guy. I like to enjoy home improvement. I like to deliver the content in a way where people can absorb it and say, you know what, makes sense. We don't have to get all technical and all tight, about everything. So this segment is a good segment. And joining me in studio right now is Alyssa Fair from Hard Rock Stoneworks. Welcome back, Alyssa.
Thank you.
And of course, now I'm honored, Randy France from Hard Rock Stoneworks. Welcome back, Randy.
Morning, Adam.
But, welcome back shouldn't be said that way. You haven't been on my show in over a year.
Has it been that long?
Right?
Yeah.
We've been chasing you down, but you're big time now.
Man, that football schedule kills me this time of year.
Right?
Yeah.
Are the boys playing?
Bulldogs are playing today at 10 and 2 o'clock at Royal Oak. Go Dogs.
Romeo Bulldogs in Royal Oak.
Go Dogs. Come on,
Shout
Trevor,
out.
Gabe. Let's
There
go.
you go. So there we have it. So yeah, you're like that guy, the dad who, with the Bulldogs. Everyone's got granite Bulldog things, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
It's the best. I was the father who would bring the food. You know what I'm saying? I could never coach. One time they asked me to coach. It was the kids' baseball team. I'm like, all right, one time, I'll do this. And the first thing I did, I said to the boys, I'm like, listen, whatever we got to do, every time you get on first base, just run to second. We're stealing every time. I want everyone to cheer, and we're just going to have a great time. I swear I turned it upside down. And, of course, they stole, we lost, we got killed, but it didn't matter. This is the last time I ever coached.
Randy's a pretty good coach. He gets really involved.
Well, he's a winner. Me, I was the dad who went to Pokemon tournaments with my kid.
Nothing wrong with that.
They called me the
Absolutely
Pokey Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, listen, my kid, again, he's doing just fine. We have no
Well,
issues.
as long as you're involved, that's all that matters.
There you have it. That was the best thing. I had so much fun. Listen, I still play video games, so it was like, this isn't fatherhood. This is fun.
Right.
Which is all good. But anyways, I need to digress. I'm sorry. So Hard Rock Stoneworks is partnered at Hire It Done. You guys are the leading granite, quartz, countertop, kitchen supplier in Metro Detroit. And you're in many states now too, right?
Yeah, all over. I mean,
you go anywhere, won't you? Or
been down to Missouri this year, New York, Chicago, Indiana, Ohio, just pretty much everywhere. I think we're going to be out west coming up pretty quick here too.
it's amazing. So Randy, how do you measure how much granite you sell? Is it by square foot, pounds, slabs? Is there a number?
Yeah, we do square footage weekly. It's usually right around 10,000 square feet a week that we install.
Wow. So that's 10,000 times 52 is 520,000 square feet a year, right?
Yeah, give or take, yeah.
Man.
A lot
Put
of
it in
stone.
perspective, yeah, that's about 12 install trucks going out every day, 7 measure techs going out every day. So there's definitely a lot of stone going into some houses.
It's interesting. I have personal experience with you guys because we Hire It Done consults on a lot of renovation projects. And, of course, we bring the customers to you and we're like, all right, here's a customer. Here's a granite company. You can go anywhere you want, but this is the one we've worked with. Take a look. And your process, they talk about successful things in home improvement, and we call them benchmarks, right? Your process is what we call benchmark, meaning other people try to aspire to what you do. And let's, Alyssa, because you're in the trenches every day at Hard Rock. Let's talk about the process. Homeowner comes in and picks out a slab. How does that work?
We do sell cabinets too, so as long as you are just buying countertops, as long as you purchase what we have in stock, we can get you on the template schedule within a couple days, and then we're 7 to 10 business days from your scheduled measure. So really, you can have new countertops in about 2 weeks. If you're doing new
Used
cabinets,
to
a little
be
bit longer. But
longer.
yeah, I mean, most places I would say, are about 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, our goal is
Yeah.
7 days, and we hit that quite regularly.
Yeah, well, with me, you've done fantastic. So, Randy, let's go back 2005. Okay, you guys were just a couple years in business.
Just started.
Just started, right? And back then, to get a countertop from template to install, 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
2 to 4 weeks.
2 to 4 weeks, and the machinery was different.
Oh yeah.
So, tell me how the evolution of the business has created, because you guys have equipment from like all over the world.
Yeah, our equipment, we reinvest all the time. So we have water jets, CNCs, inline polishers, flat polishers.
Literally robots picking up slabs.
Robots, laser templators. I mean, when we first started, it was sticks and glue and hand cutting by rails. And I mean, it's literally the difference between watching the Flintstones, right, and a modern day TV show.
And you've watched that whole thing evolve. Is there anything on the forefront, like artificial intelligence, or is there like automation that like there's one guy behind like a control room with all these big screens and joysticks?
Well, there's several people behind that room. So, and they're processing paperwork and setting the machines to run the way they need to run, the robots. Everything is done with a high definition picture of the slab, so we know what we're doing. We know what we're cutting ahead of time. There's no surprises whatsoever. And if you want to learn about it, actually, and learn about the process and educate yourself before you go get an estimate from us or anybody else out there, visit our website at www.hardrockstoneworks.com. We have some great informational videos that will walk you through the whole process step by step.
That's kind of cool. And you know what? It's interesting because, like they have the TV show How It's Made. They have one of them where they cut granite out of the mountains.
Yeah, those are extremely interesting.
I love that. I'm addicted to that stuff. Like, there was one where they're making pencils. And I'm like, I know they know how they get the lead in the wood, and it's super cool. Like, I'm like that guy.
Watch the salt one.
Really?
Oh my gosh!
It's like an underground.
They used to pay the Roman soldiers in salt.
Really?
Yeah, that's how important salt is for the body and everything. It's just crazy.
So I always lick my salt lamp. Just to taste it's a little salty. Anyways, I know I'm weird. What can I tell you? So it's interesting to know how that process is, and to know when someone picks out a slab from there to delivery. Now, is technology allow you to maximize the cuts now, and takes a look at how many square foot a slab is, and then this many countertops, and it says if you cut it this way, you get the most, or is it pretty much preference?
Absolutely, it allows us to share cuts, which eliminates a lot of the waste. So things going back inside the environment. We put in a water treatment this year for our facility. We've actually cut our water use down by 90%.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So the water that goes from the water jets goes into a new system, and then you get to reuse
cleaned it, and the slurry gets taken out and dehydrated and packed and thrown away, as opposed to anything going in the water system. We're a big fan of that, being green. Some other stuff that we added this year, actually in Troy, for our west side customers, if they don't want to drive to the east side, which we know they don't like to. We put in a full screen. It's 128 by 76 inch high definition screen where you can sit in a nice recliner and have a cocktail or a cold beverage, and you can actually go right through our slab inventory and see it right in front of you.
You can
the
pick a
size
slab
it
from
is.
there.
Pick your slab from the comfort of never having to go into a slab warehouse.
So I was recently at your Troy location. James Riddell and Huscarelli, they were helping me with some cabinet designs, and they were showing me the home theater for granite. It's what it is, basically.
Yeah.
It's crazy amazing, because that high def, it's like you would not know that it's not, you're not touching a real piece of granite.
Well, it's literally the size of a slab. It's 128 inches by 70 inches.
Yeah, it's the actual slab that is there, and those slabs that are there are high def pictures that we take and put on there. So you're getting what you're seeing, which is
the best part.
Is fun.
So there's been the resurgence, in 2005, Randy, and we met back then. Quartz was around, but it was, a side thing, right?
Yeah, it's very prevalent now.
What do you think it is, in your opinion? Because you're on the forefront. Like, you're buying granite for the next couple of years, right? You're already, like, the automotive company's working in the next model year, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think what it comes down to is back then, cabinet styles and designs were a little more plain, right?
Correct.
And so people liked the wildness of the stone, right? That kind of fed off each other.
Sure.
Now they have so many different style cabinets and colors and makes and models that you almost need sometimes a cleaner look that the quartz gives a more consistent look, and they accent each other whichever way you want to go.
That's the thing. So the design itself. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about Hard Rock Stoneworks, quartz, the trends, kitchens, and a little bit of chili.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. I am the defending champ, in case anyone wants to know.
People's champ.
We'll be right back, my friends. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network.
Get it fixed for free. It could save your life.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. I want to thank everyone for listening. Everybody. So we've got Randy France, Alyssa Fair in studio from Hard Rock Stoneworks. Alyssa, let me ask you a question. If there's 100 slabs sold, how many are granite and how many are quartz? Do you have a breakdown?
Honestly, it's probably about 50-50 right now. Speaking of quartz, we are giving away a free quartz slab at our event at the Michigan Design Center on Tuesday the 15th.
Nice. So that's coming up this coming Tuesday.
This Tuesday, yeah.
So how do people get in to maybe get a slab? How do they do that?
You just have to show up. We're doing a presentation from 10 to noon. You get 1 CEU credit for a designer. They have to get a certain amount of CEU credits a year.
Continuing education. I hated doing that. But yeah, I remember.
The best part, though, for me anyway, is that we were going to have a mimosa bar. So
really?
I mean, the free slab is awesome, but the mimosa bar, really? Come on.
We already have over 70 RSVPs. And to top that, I say we give away a slab right now.
A slab?
Quartz slab right now.
Right now? Can they call? What do they got to do?
Whatever your callers.
We're giving away a quartz slab for first caller, 248-539-9797. Let our call screener know that we're giving away a quartz slab right now to the first caller, 248-539-9797. Caught him off guard, but it's okay. Here's my question.
Best part about radio.
I like a good deal, okay?
Who doesn't?
I love basically getting a good deal, especially when it's from a company that's like, you know, the leader in the industry. One of the things I love about Hard Rock is when I go there every time is the first thing I gravitate towards is, and I know this is kind of weird, but maybe it's because of who I am or my heritage or whatever. I go to the remnants. And because you've grown so quickly, so strongly, your remnants have grown. It's too bad we can't like do a cash and carry, right?
Thousands.
Would you agree, Randy? Isn't it a great deal to go there and check that out? Because you can find almost anything in there, right?
Anybody who's doing a small project, a vanity, a fireplace, maybe an outdoor barbecue, just maybe a small table, coffee tables. We actually have coffee tables for sale in there. You can come in and you definitely can pick up something and save yourself some big money.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the best part. A coffee table. Now, will you guys make custom designs and smaller items as well?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
We've made
small ones. It's not cheap, but at the same time, you can make anything out of granite. You guys have that ability.
Yeah. Yeah. With the water jets and CNCs, we pretty much can cut anything, polish anything, make anything look good.
Like our Michigan mittens that we love to give away.
Oh my God, you guys! I have in my office. I had a bunch of them. We brought them out to the home show, and people are just like, oh, "These are free." I'm like, "Yep, thanks to Hard Rock Stoneworks." That's funny. So if someone has, let's say, a logo of their company, they want to make it out of granite, you guys could do that, right?
Absolutely, easily. We've done it tons of times already.
Even when you walk into our showroom, you see our logo on a big desk, so you can use that as a huge, presentation right when you walk into your office.
And can you do that out of quartz too?
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually easier out of quartz.
Right. Quartz. Well, break down the chemistry of quartz. Quartz is ground up quartz and epoxy, or what?
Resin, epoxy. Yep. And it's baked, so it's man-made. That's what gives it the consistency. They're coming up with some better patterns that are a little bit more wilder.
They look more natural.
Yeah, more natural. But basically, if you want a consistent pattern, you stick with quartz. If you want something that is made from the earth over millions of years, you go with something that you can pick, and your neighbor can pick the same color, and your kitchens will not even come close to matching.
Interesting. So, we got one caller, right? He's got it, I guess. I just want to make sure he's not giving away to every caller. Whoops. So, is there a downside to quartz? Is there, would you call it, if someone says, well, which one should I get? I like them both.
The only thing that I find that is quartz is heat shock resistance, where you can set a pan down and then pick it up and it won't scorch resistant. But granite, you can put your pan down and leave it there. I do it all the time at my house now. I don't suggest it with lighter colors, but I have a dark color and it doesn't bother it at all.
Interesting. Okay, that's what I figured. I wasn't sure. Price-wise, they're similar?
Price-wise, your granite is going to start lower and then end much higher, because there's a lot of semi-exotics and semi-precious stones where quartz starts a little bit higher and then it tops out a little bit easier. But I can tell you that we are running a special on quartz countertops right now, starting at $29 per square foot.
Perfect. And by the way, we have a winner for our free quartz top, Justin LeBond
Congratulations.
out of Bloomfield. Good
Looking
job,
forward
Justin.
to taking care of you, Justin.
So thanks for everyone for calling. Surprise little victory there. And we'll make sure that we get in contact with you. That was very nice of you, by the way, Randy. I appreciate that.
Aim to please.
Yeah, well, come on, it's always good. So real quickly, we co-partnered in a chili cook-off last year. And, people were like, come on, Adam, you got to do it. I don't cook. I eat out every meal. So I'm like, all right, I went on Google and started researching recipes. And I'm like, you know what? I went out and bought an Instant Pot. Never used it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use my Instant Pot. And then I started Googling recipes and I started sampling. And then I'm like, you know what? I can do this. And I got the courage to join the chili cook-off. And it was good. I went and bought exotic ingredients, Wagyu beef, and I did it and added a little bit of chocolate at the end. It was one of my secret ingredients. And, according to the experts or the anonymous voters, we took the prize. You guys were there, although yours was good.
That was the people's champ. You had the judges in your pocket.
You think so?
Yeah, you paid off. You paid off. You Googled that part too.
Was it Russian collusion?
Yes, it was. It was a hoax.
There's an inquiry, right?
Yes, there is.
Fake. Let me just tell you something. So I'm the defending champ this year, and our
Congratulations.
chili cook-off is October
24th.
24th.
Not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
A week from Thursday. And I'm coming locked and loaded. I just want you to know, Randy. I know you're back in it too, and we have some new entrants.
That's good.
But I'm coming locked and loaded with my new chili. And my chili's called the $1,000 chili. Literally.
Is that what you gave to the judges too last year to get the
No, I gave them free slabs.
The spoon? The championship spoon.
This year, is there going to be a new spoon? Or we have a new...
We have another spoon to give away this year.
I can't wait. I'm defending, but I'm bringing it hard because I'm going to tell you right now. I got the $1,000 chili. I got a special bowl that it's going in. No more cups.
Fancy.
Yeah, I did my own. I got it rolling.
Copied me. Thank you.
I probably did. And then I got my new and improved recipe that still has Wagyu beef. Okay, so it's really tender. I got several kinds of beans, but I got a secret ingredient that puts it up at the $1,000 level. I'm going to tell it to you on the air right now. 24 karat gold shavings.
Really?
Yeah, legit.
Wow.
I'm going to shave 24 karat gold into each sample. How about them apples?
That's pretty impressive.
That'll put us up. Now, this is cooking grade gold. Okay?
Right.
And
I've heard some things. I've heard you spreading the word, for the past month or so.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Coming to the
throwing shade,
showroom.
right?
Yeah,
Bring it.
talking some shade.
come on now. I'm making 2 bowls because, this
Got
time
a politic.
we ran out. I'm ready. I am ready. How about them apples? I'm so confident that I'm giving you the recipe ahead of time.
I'm not scared.
I'm actually, to be honest, because I'm always honest, I'm fearful of you, Randy. Because yours is you're like a real guy. Like, if you weren't here's the thing. Randy's the kind of guy for me that if he wasn't in the granite business, he'd be like an outdoor barbecue chef, like on TV with, you ever watch a couple of them videos?
Love them.
When they cut the brisket and it just, I know they cut a little piece off and they taste it. Like, I can taste it.
Food porn.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly what is food porn. And I'm addicted to that stuff.
Yeah, me too.
You've got all the smokers, right?
Oh, yeah.
How long does it take to smoke a brisket done right?
Hot and fast, probably 6 to 8 hours. If you want to go the traditional method, you're going to be in there for the long haul. It's going to be over 12 hours.
But that's, sometimes traditional method's the way to go.
So I'll take mine and just to get off subject, and I'll put mine in there till it hits about 160, 165, and then I wrap it, bring it up to about 204, 205, and then I wrap it in a moving blanket for there, and then leave it in the moving blanket for 3 to 4 hours before I slice it.
And it's resting
sucks
the whole time.
Juice right back in like a sponge.
Wham!
When Randy brings
that.
leftovers into work, it's legit.
Right? I just, listen, I'm getting hungry. We're all talking barbecue, and I love it. And, the paper, then the double wrap, and then the rest. Because when it rests...
Maybe I should get a little crazy with my chili. Maybe I'll do a smoked
Ooh,
version.
smoked chili.
Listen, I'm not threatening or calling you out or whatever it's going to take, but, I see this thread with James Riddell on there. Randy isn't scared. We got Kelly Fell. We got some people on there. You got your army. I got you. But, I'm the people's choice. Whatever I am.
Hey, I have a body made for radio. There's a reason why I look this way. It's because I can cook good.
Yeah, well, I have staples that make me look this way. Well, listen, I want to thank you both for coming on today.
Thanks for having us.
Always a pleasure to have you here. Your company's amazing. Thank you for the business. I'm grateful that you guys are around because you really do. The customers love you. So it's always a good thing. HardRockStoneworks.com. Tuesday, there's a
Signer Brunch, Michigan Design Center. in Troy.
Michigan Design Center. Can they go to the website to find that?
Yep.
Okay, HardRockStoneworks.com. I'm Adam Helfman. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network.
Fall, the perfect time to pick apples. Get lost in a corn maze or visit your local Sierra, where you'll find top brands and incredible savings on everything you need to get outside this season. Jackets, fleece, sweaters, hiking shoes, snow boots, and more. And if you're still lost in that corn maze, shop online at Sierra.com.